The Portland Trailblazers fall to the New York Knicks 114-113 on a game-winning shot from Mikal Bridges, a 28-foot double bang from Mike Breen as the Knicks walk away with an incredible win.
So if you don't know about the double bang,
there aren't that many of them.
No, it is Mike Breen, ESPN play-by-play announcer. He also, when he's not doing the ESPN gig, is the Knicks play-by-play guy. When he fires off a double bang, it's rare.
It's a big deal.
There's only been a few bang, bang.
Steph Curry.
Yep.
Double bang. That's probably the most infamous.
Ooh, the player with the most double bangs.
I think that's the most infamous one.
Yeah.
Bonnie Blue.
Yeah.
That. I want to argue with you, but you're not wrong.
More.
Mike Breen double bangs versus Bonnie Blues. The number's skewed.
It is rare when they happen, but it's the last night was worthy of it because Mikal Bridges drains a three, fading away from his shooting hand from 28 feet on a contested three for the 42nd lead change of the game and the final lead change of the game. It was nuts.
It was absolutely bonkers. A game that was played within 8 points or less the entire game. You did not have a single double-digit margin. You look at this game.
In an NBA game, that is crazy.
What's really crazy is there's one 30-point quarter in the entire game, and it required 2 free throws in the final seconds of the third quarter for the Blazers to hit 31 points.
Really?
The Knicks scored 26, 22, 29, and 29 and 8 in the overtime.
Well, the first quarter was...
The first half, both teams finished the half under 50.
Yeah.
Like, that's weird.
But a Tibbs team and this iteration of the Blazers, you could see it happening.
But again, that's even in the defensive-minded game that this was, the way the space and pace viability of the NBA now, you just don't see that happen that often. But the Blazers get a 31-point third quarter, and enough to tie it up at 77 at the end of 3.
Now, they end up hitting the over in that game.
I don't remember what the over was. The spread was 3.5. It opened at 3.5. I think it closed at 4. Blazers covered yet again.
Hey,
back-to-back games. Love it. In case you like that kind of thing. But beyond that, you had so many storylines come out of this game.
226 was the over-under.
Oh my God. You're kidding me.
No.
What a line.
Knicks closed as 4.5-point favorites with an over-under of 226. They got it in overtime at the buzzer.
Oh, God. You might see that on Bad Beats.
Holy smokes.
Might see that on Bad Beats. That's actually a really good line for that game. That sounds about right. Even if it hadn't gone to overtime, you think a little bit better shooting probably gets it done.
Yeah.
But you had some incredible performances for the Knicks. Mikal Bridges, obviously 33 points in the game winner. He was incredible. He's 2 of 4 from 3. The last 3 having a little bit more meaning than the others. One thing we didn't talk about in hour number 1 when we first started talking about this game was the free throws. The Blazers missed 9 free throws.
Oh, Bill Schonely, you've got to make your free throws.
As great as Scoot Henderson was in this game, and he was nails stepping up to hit 2 free throws to send the game to overtime, he left some on the board. And I'm not saying this, oh my God, Scoot Henderson, you cost them again. He was he finished the game 6 of 10.
That's brutal, dude.
It is. Denny Avdia 7 of 11. The Blazers missed 9 free throws. Scoot and Denny missed 8 of them. Scoot and Denny also combined for 10 turnovers, with 7 of them being attributed to Denny. So they each had their flaws despite their incredible games. Denny Avdia had his second game in a row and the second game of his career with a first half double-double.
I thought it was weird when you were talking about free throws. I thought you were going to go to this line because both Donovan Clingan and Anthony Simons each play over 30 minutes. Did not shoot a free throw.
Ant leads the NBA in most 30-point games this season with 2 free throws or less. He doesn't
get to the line. But in that game, the way that it was officiated, the flow of it.
Mm-hmm. There's one thing that just came out. I just sent a tweet out about it that had just because the wording on it was kind of crazy. The last 2-minute report has come out for this game, and in that the airball call.
Oh, yeah.
Is listed in there because it's in the final 2 minutes or overtime. And the
Well, hold on. We need to reframe what happened.
Yeah,
What
100%.
the air ball call is.
So what ended up happening is I believe it was OG Anunoby took a three from the corner, and it was a rushed three, and he missed it badly. 6-8 inches. I mean, it wasn't like, I wonder if it got close. It is a loose ball scramble. Josh Hart kind of has it, but he's stumbling around. There's about 4 seconds on the clock. And the ref comes sprinting in like there's a fire drill. Arms flailing everywhere. And he starts doing the thing where he points to the hoop. And I'm thinking, there's no way in hell he's talking about the shot clock because he missed the rim by half a foot or more. It wasn't anywhere close. There's 19,003 people in that arena. 19,002 knew it was an air ball. The guy at the scorer's table knew it was an air ball. The other two refs knew it was an air ball. The players knew it was an air ball. Everybody except for that one ref was operating as if that shot missed the rim clearly. And he came in, stops play with, if I remember correctly, it was 2.6 seconds on the shot clock. The Knicks, I believe, were out of timeouts at this point in time. It gives the Knicks an opportunity to set a play. It is one of the biggest bailouts I've ever seen. Now, thankfully for the Blazers, the Knicks did not score.
He had that over.
It was just kind of a weird thing because if you read the way that it is put in here, I can't really. This is how the wording from the league is in the report. After communicating with the replay center, it is determined the shot attempt does not make contact with the rim, and therefore the shot clock is not reset. Play resumes with the game clock set to 19 seconds. The shot clock is set to 2.5 seconds remaining. So 2.5, not 2.6. This was deemed a correct call. I don't like that language. It's not a correct call. You made an incorrect call. The ball did not touch the rim.
Yeah, the game should not have been stopped.
The game should not have been stopped. It should have been Josh Hart fumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and trying to throw something at the rim.
Yeah. But technically it was the correct call to not reset the shot clock. But it was incorrect for them to they should add something like review was not necessary. But then again, you had that one official who obviously thought that something may have happened and may have hit the rim. So I don't know. If they would have scored, I probably care more.
For sure. I was like, I wonder how they're going to describe this. And it just paints it in the most positive light. And I'm like, no, you screwed that up.
Yeah, they did.
It bothers me. The little things like that
really stopped it at all.
Really bothered me because it was just like, it was as bad or worse than the Scott Foster goaltend on LaMarcus, where, if you remember that call in Utah years ago, it was so bad everyone in the arena knew that it was a goaltend and it wasn't close.
It was the most egregious of goaltends.
And it was like, that ball came off the backboard and then he hit it.
And it wasn't like a bang bang. It was like it went off backboard going in hoop. Nope. Wipe it off.
And you're like, whoa, no. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
But yeah, a little digression there. That's a little bit of a grind my gears segment that I hate how that stuff is described. Going into the third quarter of the game, both teams are tied at 77. I said the Blazers need somebody else if they're going to have a chance to win this game. They just were lacking it. And Scoot Henderson had probably the best performance of his career.
It was an incredible fourth quarter for Scoot.
18 points, 6 of 7 shooting, 2 of 2 from 3, including a banked in 3 that he didn't call glass. But that was the kind of...
The hell he didn't. You didn't hear it. He called it. I heard it. It was on TV. You didn't hear it.
Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike picked it up. I heard it.
But that's what happens when you play the game the right way. The luck starts breaking your way, in a sense, right? And Scoot played with so much aggression. You could see... I think we have officially gone from he's turning the corner to he's turned it. I think he's turned it, and I think his career is not only back on track, but heading up.
Yeah. And look, for all of the flack that he has gotten and all the flack that Chauncey Billups has gotten, it has taken both of those guys to recenter and commit and to each other too, because there was times where we talk about this often with Chauncey and his leash, and he will let guys work through some stuff. But if you don't have it and he sees it, he will yank you.
Yeah.
He has given him a longer leash because Scoot has earned
100%.
that at times.
And again, in the young lineup that we talked about in the first hour, it was given the opportunity because they all earned it. Donovan Clingan had a bit of a rough start to the game, and then he found his groove. Tamani Kamara's always 2. Denny's always Denny. Shaden was great. The first 3 quarters, it was Denny and Shaden. Those were the guys that were getting it done. And so you get Ant didn't have it. And so the young guys got the opportunity down the stretch. It is the drumbeat that I will have for Chauncey Billups through and through. You can complain about some X's and O's stuff. I still think he gets some stuff wrong plenty of times. But as far as how he treats those guys, it's about earning it. And for everybody who gets mad about, well, why does Jeremy get more time? Why does Ant get more time? Why does DA get more time? Because they've earned it through their careers. That's why. You earn that trust. Those Shea to Denny to an extent when he first got here, Donovan, they're still trying to earn it in their careers. And that's where this stuff comes from. And you're seeing them earn it and the reward being reaped.
Yeah. There's a part of me that says, yeah, that works in that pecking order and the hierarchy works to a rule when you have a competitive team. When you have a team that is legitimately gunning for a play-in spot. When you are rebuilding, I think that's what people want to sit there and say, this is not a hard, fast, tried and true rule that you need to abide by, because there are times where those young guys have got to figure it out. And it's not like just saying, we're going to roll them out every game for this. But the amount that we have seen that young lineup, I understand the frustrations because I get frustrated with it too. 83 possessions.
Yep, 44 minutes.
And we are at game what? That was game 67 for the Blazers?
Yes.
That's where it's like, probably should see a bit more of that. And I understand that because I'm right there with it.
And I think you will down the stretch.
Yeah,
I think you're going to see more of it, and
Yeah.
they've earned it at this point. I think that's the stamp that you can put on it.